Hi, and welcome to third grade math. Today, we will be learning how to compare two whole numbers up to 10,000 using greater than, less than, and equal to symbols for this lesson module. So let's go into step one. First, we're going to learn how to use the greater than, less than, and equal to symbols. But I have a question before we go into anything more. Do you recognize these symbols? Have you used them before? If not, that is okay, because today you will be able to learn about these symbols. But if you have, discuss with someone, discuss with your partner, or think about it in your head. When have you used these symbols? Okay, so let's go into this video. It's by Flocabulary. I'll show you.
Compared to 10, 7 is less than 10. What about 5 and 5? The same number. 5 is equal to 5. Let's do another.
So this is just a fun, catchy little video that's going to help you get a better understanding of what we're doing, what numbers we're comparing. And since we've already kind of reflected on if you guys have ever used these symbols before, I want you to go into Flipgrid and answer some questions. I want you to make your own video telling me about when you might use an expression with greater than, when you might use the expression less than, when you might use equal to, when might these symbols be used in math, and let me know, do you like learning about these symbols, and how comfortable are you using them? So as you can see, some of your classmates have already done their videos, but if you have not, please do. And I want you to then go back after you've made your own video and submitted it. I want you to watch two other classmates' videos, and then I want you to reply to two of those classmates. Okay, so that was step one. Now it's step two. Here we're going to go and explore a little bit more about this standard. So I first want you to go to FunBrain and watch this video of greater than, less than. And this video is just going to help you see what problems you might become faced with using these symbols, and it's just a fun, catchy video again. And now I want you to go and complete this learning activity in Quizlet. This is going to allow you to test what you already know about these symbols, or what you need to maybe go and explore and figure out still. So this is just some practice and getting a better understanding of what you are going to be seeing. So for example, we have 3 is blank to 1. Well, I know 3 is greater than 1. So it's allowing you to practice these symbols. Then go into EDU Candy. And here you will play another fun game with some problems. These problems are a little bit more advanced, so they're starting to really make you think a little bit more and like see, okay, when might I apply these symbols in real world situations? So there's a couple of word problems things, nothing you guys can't handle, but you can choose whatever format you want to play this game in, but please complete that. So now you've explored this content a little bit more. I hope you had fun in this step, and let's move on to step 3, which is explain. So now that you've gotten a little bit better understanding of what we're doing, let's get a deeper understanding. So it's time for more of a formal lesson. So let's go first into Edpuzzle. And Edpuzzle, here you're going to watch this video, and it's a great video. Then there's also some stopping points where you're going to have to answer some questions and reflect on some of the video, and it's going to help test that you were A, paying attention, and B, getting an understanding of what we are doing. I have no doubt that once you complete this video, you will feel a lot more comfortable with this lesson. But in case you don't, let's go into our Nearpod lesson. So, Nearpod. So here we go. Here's Nearpod, and here you will be doing some activities. This is more geared to what test questions will be looking like and what you will need to know to show that you can pass the standard and that you have good understanding. So I can't move on because you have to complete each activity before you can move on, which is a good thing because I will be able to see if you guys have completed the whole Nearpod. So I definitely recommend that you do that and that you make sure you answer all the questions to get your participation points. If you have any questions from the steps above or about the lesson in general, please contact me at educchloeherzog.edu@gmail.com. Do not hesitate to reach out. This is a great way for us to communicate. Let's go to step 4, elaborate. So if you made it to this step, you've done a fantastic job. Now it is time to kind of get an understanding of how you guys can apply it and what you guys know. So I want you to elaborate your knowledge through a Jeopardy game and a Kahoot game. So if we go into Jeopardy, we can hit play now. One team. I'm going to do no. Auto select. Start game. Okay, so it's just set up as a regular Jeopardy game. You can choose to play on yourself, or you can choose another classmate to play with you. But you're going to go through, pick a category, answer the question. If you get it right, you're going to get those points. If you don't, you'll have to try again and get a new category. Whoever racks up the most points is the overall winner. And then go into your Kahoot game. Kahoot, here, let's play as a guest. This game is geared more towards like the test questions and what you might see on your quizzes. So play this game, make a nickname. You can play by yourself, or you can face a classmate. Do what you would like, but complete that Kahoot. And then let's go to step 5, evaluate. So now you have gotten a full understanding of what this lesson standard is all about and how to use these symbols. Now it's time for me to see, can you apply this knowledge in other forms? So I want you to go to Book Creator, and you are going to be making your own storybook. Here you will have to sign up for an account as a student. You will then need to come up with your own story plot. This book needs to be at least 10 pages long, not including the title page. So you need a title page and then 10 more pages. You need to use at least 6 examples of less than, greater than, and equal to, and include at least 4 photos in your storybook. But it is a storybook, kind of more geared towards children. So the more photos, the merrier. To help you get a better understanding, go into my book example. It's called More or Less. This will just walk you through what I want to see for your own book and give you a better understanding. I have recorded my own voice, as you can see, to read, but you do not have to do this because I want you guys to focus more on creating your own story and be able to apply our standard into your story. This is a little bit more of a challenging assignment. But it's a fun assignment, and it's a great way for you guys to be creative and just apply this knowledge. I have now walked you through each of the 5 E's. I think that each tool within these 5 E's are very effective because they are elaborately teaching you the information. They are allowing you to apply the concepts. They are allowing you to reflect on the concepts, and they're engaging and time efficient, which I know you guys love. You love to have fun. So these are great games. I've included a lot of videos and games and hands-on learning activities. So I hope you enjoy each one of these steps and that you feel like you've gotten a good understanding and that you have tackled and conquered this lesson standard. That is it for this lesson module. Thank you.